Well, hello, I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live. Welcome back to the fourth quarter challenge. We're in November, and our Reflect and Reclaim month will have us talking about something that every leader needs to do, and that's to have balance and resilience in their lives. But before we dive in, here's a reminder that we have two programs that will start very soon, our R4 cohort and our Put Your Dreams to the Test mastermind. But more about them later. I'd also like to remind you to please remember to hit the like, the subscribe, the follow on whatever platform you're looking at this video on. And please do share this with others who you feel might find the material valuable and invite someone to join you in this fourth quarter challenge. Right now, though, the health effects of reclaiming your strength and moving forward with purpose. I have today's question. What's one lesson you learned about balance or resilience that changed you this year and that you want to take with you into next year? Now, we're talking about health, and a lot of times that health is physical health, but it's also emotional health and strength, and even spiritual health and strength. So let's take time to really sit with that for a moment, that question. This year has tested all of us in different ways, and the leaders who will thrive in 2026 are not the ones who avoided the challenges. They're the ones who learned something profound from those challenging situations. Understand that the game changing lessons that cause us to learn balance and cause us to become resilient rarely come from our victories. They come from the moments when we almost broke. It's almost like lifting weights. We don't get strong by just sitting there. It takes the resistance. And for resilience, it takes the resistance of life. It takes when we had to choose differently, when we realized our old patterns weren't working anymore. And I have a four-step framework that you can use to examine the lesson that I asked you to name. The first is this: name the moment. There was likely a specific moment this year when something shifted for you. Maybe it was when you realized that you could no longer keep saying yes to everything. Maybe it was when you had to choose between an opportunity and your well being. Maybe it was when you discovered that rest is not weakness, rest is strategy. When you name that moment, write it down because that moment contains grains of wisdom that you're going to need to carry with you into 2026. Second, identify what it cost you to learn this lesson. Understanding the cost is important because it helps you to commit to not repeating the pattern. Did it cost you your health? Did it cost you a relationship? Did it cost you your peace of mind? When you acknowledge the cost, you honor the lesson, and you'll be less likely to pay that price again. The third thing is to codify your new operating principle. Now, doing that is where you level up your leadership tremendously. It's one thing to learn a lesson, it's quite another thing to turn that lesson into a principle that you will live by. For example, if you learned that you can't lead others well when you're running on empty, your new operating principle might be: I protect my energy as fiercely as I protect my calendar. Now, write that principle down, make it visible, let it guide your decisions going forward. The fourth thing is the tactical part that most people miss, and that is to build systems that support your new principle. If your lesson was about balance, what specific systems or routines will help you to maintain that balance? Maybe it's a non-negotiable end time of your workday. Maybe it's a quarterly personal retreat. Maybe it's a decision-making filter that asks, does this align with my new understanding of what balance requires? Or if you're like me, maybe it's your sleep. Those of you who've been watching this video know that I do struggle to sleep, and building that principle of when I'll go to bed is really quite critical for me. So understand that resilience is not merely about bouncing back to where you were before the challenge happened. It's crucial that you understand that resilience is about using that challenge to become one stronger, wiser, more aligned with your purpose. So as you look back through 2025, ask yourself what you learned. Ask how you grew. Ask who you became in the process. Realize that the most effective leaders are the ones who turn their struggles into wisdom that they can build on. Then share the systems that they implemented to fortify their leadership impact. Here's an assignment. Take 15 minutes this week to journal your leadership journey so far this year. Is there a lesson about balance or resilience that changed you in 2025? More importantly, how will that lesson shape your leadership in 2026? Write it down. Now, if you're a woman who's ready to reset, reimagine, rise, and relaunch into your next chapter, our accelerated R4 cohort starts with a complimentary preview on November 8th. After that, there'll be 4 transformative sessions with workbooks, exercises, and you'll become a member of a community of women who understand what it means to rise again. This is your space to turn your lessons into momentum. And if you've been carrying a dream that needs testing, we have something else. We have the Put Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind, which begins on Tuesday evening, November 11th. That will have 5 sessions where we will go through John Maxwell's powerful framework together. You'll get clarity, support, honest feedback from fellow dreamers, all who want to see you succeed. Before you go, remember to hit that thumbs up or that heart to like if this material resonated with you, and subscribe so you catch every video through the rest of the challenge. Please remember to share this with a leader who might benefit from this message, and remember to invite someone to complete the fourth quarter challenge along with you. November and December are here, so we have another 8 weeks after this. The community that we're building is powerful, and I want you to become a part of it. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your biggest lesson about balance or resilience from 2025? Let's learn from each other. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for taking time to be with me today.